Okay, for my next little mini mod to my Triumph Street Triple, I'm going to be running a power cable to where I have my phone mounted to my quad lock, and also to where I keep my GoPro so I can charge those things while I'm on the road if I need to. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to be running a USB cable underneath the tank. Should be pretty simple, and connected to actually where I have my pigtail already installed and wired up to my battery. Now I have the parts I'm going to use right over here. This is the adapter, the USB adapter that goes on that pigtail, so that will connect when I want to use it. And then this will be the cable that I'll actually bury underneath the tank. And what I got was just a standard USB to a USB micro. And the reason I did that was because then I additionally have a micro to USB-C adapter for my phone specifically. And I also then have another adapter that's a USB-C to a USB, I believe this is B, and this is what plugs into the GoPro. So this cable alone with a USB micro will charge my helmet audio, and this will charge my phone, and this will charge the GoPro, all on the go, all while on a trip from this one USB device. And so typically I'll probably just leave this connected unless I need to charge my helmet audio Bluetooth player, and this I'll throw on if I ever need to charge the GoPro on the road. And what I'll do is I'll just keep all of these things inside of the bike, or actually these three parts inside the bike, and then this will be wired underneath the tank. So I'm going to go ahead and lift the tank up and throw that cable in there and see if I can get it lined up in a good spot where it's coming out and isn't hanging out and flapping in the wind. It'd be nice to be able to like pull it, tug it out, and then kind of stuff it back in when I'm not in use. So I'm going to do that and see how it comes together. Okay, so I put my USB converter plug on my pigtail, got my new USB cable connected there, and I pulled it through. It's kind of hard to see, it's pretty dark, but I pulled it through a lip over the plastic piece that goes into all of the wire components underneath the tank. Let me go to the other side. So here's the USB cable coming in. I threw a couple zip ties with it around some of the other cables, and I decided to run it up the left side, which you can see here running along the tank. And then there's actually a little piece of plastic here where a bunch of the other wires coming out of the harness come out. And so I was able to stick another wire through here and then pull my USB wire through to fish it through that same hole. So it's actually pretty nice and clean. And I'll probably maybe throw another zip tie on there or something to tuck it under, but that's gonna give me enough length to be able to connect to where my phone will be charged. Here's the extension piece that converts it to a USB-C. So you can see I actually have quite a bit of length. So I'm going to put the tank down. After I button this up, put the tank down, and then see how much length I have and how I might be able to stick it in or pull it out as need be based on having my devices in place. So with the tank down, I am able to kind of stuff the cable back inside of this plastic hole, and it actually holds it. And I might get a little cap or something to cover that in inclement weather. But that seems to be okay. And then I can go ahead and attach on this extension piece to my phone and route it up to my quad lock to be able to charge it. Add the other extension piece to do the same thing if I want to charge my GoPro, which I might have mounted there or somewhere else on the bike, or just charge it while the bike is hanging out. And same thing with my helmet Bluetooth communicator. I can just plug that on here and charge it while I'm at a rest or while the bike is just chilling or whatever. So that looks like that's gonna work. We'll call this mini mod done.